Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to the 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil game, and our qualification run with Sudan continues. Well, we haven't actually properly started it yet. The first part was only friendly matches. As you can see, we are against Liberia for our first qualification round. So this video could either be a really small video or it can be a standard video. I'm going to try and see if I can get to round 2 in this video and do that round as well. Depends what happens. But yeah, I like Sudan at the moment. They've been okay. They've been relatively competitive, especially against some of the bigger teams we faced in the friendly matches. I reckon Liberia are going to be a tough cookie to crack on this game. They're about the same rating as us and they're not going to give anything up. So it could be a potential first round elimination. Remember, when we do these qualifying campaigns, I don't tend to repeat them unless, you know, extraordinary circumstances happen. So, you know, every qualifying campaign is its own different story and stuff like that. So I'm hoping I can push Sudan into the final rounds of qualifying and potentially the World Cup, but we'll have to see. Here we go then, first leg of our first round of qualifying. We're away from home against Liberia. So if we can make a good impression here, away from home, and maybe steal a result, maybe a 1-0, something like that. That's the current trend. If I have been winning my games, it's just 1-0s, then, you know, bring that back to Sudan and finish the job off. But we can't let Liberia control the game. Here comes Sudan. Through ball there. Mustafa. Through ball. Is there a chance? Oh, good save. That was a big chance early on for Sudan, but they just couldn't get it past the goalkeeper. I think in the friendly matches we had that issue as well. We just couldn't get past the goalies. Don't be surprised, because some of the play that happens on the field, especially with a team as small as this, is really hard to get my head around sometimes. You know, I just think to myself, like, I wish they could play better, but then I realise it's Sudan. So, yeah. On the other side of it, though, we are playing against another one-star team, which is great. Oh, come on. You need to put that away. That's 2 chances now that we've missed. Pressure is on here. Come on. Into the box. And again, I can't turn properly. Oh, again, another wasted opportunity. It's the shooting. It's just the shooting for Sudan. I think they'll be a very good one-star team if we can get their shooting better. That's a good ball. Oh, really? They blocked that? I thought that was a surefire goal. And, oh, it just goes wide again. How many shots have we had in this first half and we still can't score? I can't believe the goalkeeper didn't really do much about that one. Into the box. Oh, good. Yes. Oh, wait, no, it's offside. Are you kidding me? How many times have we got to do this? The first match of this video is irritating already. These small teams, man, they will give you big headaches. But as we go into half-time, we probably should be 1-0 up, or even 2 or 3, but still 0-0. How about that? Through ball. I'm not going to get there, am I? Back to the keeper. Yes, come on. Yes. Yes. And finally, Algeria has scored for Sudan. And finally, we have a goal. It's 1-0. And it came from the goalkeeper not being able to kick it away. That happens quite a lot with smaller teams. You can tell the goalkeeper is going to try and kick it away, but he just didn't have the opportunity. And we slot it in to make it 1-0. I don't really like scoring those type of goals, really, because they're a bit, you know, it's just an error, if you get me. But yeah, we needed it. We needed it. Into the box. Yes, that's 2. And Algeria again has scored. And that's a really good advantage away from home. That is 2-0. Just a little basic goal. That's what I was looking for, really. And that is going to be it. Sudan have taken this one away from home, which means that the aggregate will be in their favour going back to Sudan. So if Liberia score 2 against us, if ever, then we still have the away advantage, I think. I think that's how it used to work. Second leg at Sudan for this one. All we need to do is just keep it as a draw. That's all we need to do, or win. You know, get that form up a little bit more, and then we'll be in round 2 of African World Cup qualifying, which would be great for Sudan. I don't know how far Sudan has ever got in real life in terms of qualifying. I imagine they've done okay for what they sort of want to achieve. Come on. Oh, what a ball. Abdallah. Oh, just wide. Oh, I mean, that is a substitute that I've just thrown on. So, you know, he's not as sharp as the rest of the team. Oh, no, couldn't defend that. Come on, boys. Oh, there's a penalty somewhere. I don't know how that was a pen, but there's a penalty to Liberia. All right. Okay. Well, I want to check that after this penalty. Do a VAR check on my own. And, oh, that's cheeky. And Liberia have scored the pen. And that's 2-1 now. Good ball. And, oh, what a save by the Liberian keeper. Decent ball. I couldn't quite shoot. And that is going to be a corner for Sudan. Abdallah. And that's a really good header. And Algeria has scored to make it 3-1. Surely now that should be game over, right? It's 3-1 on aggregate, and I don't think Liberia look like scoring more goals unless they get more penalties. The game has kind of slowed down a little bit now. Not much has happened in the second half, but I'm good with that, you know. We're still on top, 3-1 aggregate. I'm excited to see who our opponents will be in round 2. That's a good ball by Liberia. They're going to do anything? Saved. Their last chance to try and get anything doesn't result in a goal. And that is it. Sudan have qualified into the next round of FIFA World Cup African qualification. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm very happy with Sudan right now. We do have a lot of chances and we just don't score. Whether or not it's because of Sudan or whether or not it's because of the keepers, I don't know. But we just need to be slightly better in front of goal. It's an issue that's going to keep happening in this qualification run until we come up against some of the bigger teams in Africa. Alright then guys, so we are in round 2 of African qualifying. So in this game, it's a slightly different situation. You have to be top of your group in these groups in order to go through to the next round, which I believe is the final round, round 3, and then you come up against someone else who finished top in another group, and yeah, which will most likely be someone from Group A, I imagine. So Group B is looking really good for Sudan. Now, Tunisia is a problem. That is a big problem. But it's nowhere near as bad as someone like Ivory Coast or Algeria or Egypt or Nigeria. Someone like that. It could have been a lot worse. So I'm very happy with that. And if I'm not mistaken, if we have to play someone from Group A, hopefully South Africa don't go through and we can play someone like Namibia, Botswana or Lesotho. Maybe. I don't actually know how those playoffs work or not. I'm actually not too sure. Alright then, friendly match against Algeria. This is a big test for Sudan. It doesn't matter if we lose too much because obviously it's only a friendly match. The group that we got in the next games, I'm not saying that it's, you know, absolutely a given that Sudan are going to get out of that group. I'm still worried about the striking, especially against teams like well, Tunisia obviously, but Central African Republic and Santorum Principe, they're just going to set up so defensively that it'll be hard to break them down and they'll be frustrating. Those little teams tend to be so erratic and really rubbish on the ball. It's a good ball by Algeria. And they're not, well, they didn't make the most of that. They could have pressed forward and really caused some problems for me. They have a free kick, they take it short. And we just keep clattering into them. That's all you got to do with smaller teams. Great challenge. Come on. Sudan. Oh, we scored. Out to here. Just a random shot and it's gone in. Can we hear you, Algeria? No, because the stadium is dead silent after that one. It's 1-0 to Sudan. Look at this shot. I was just like, yeah, And how did the keeper not get to that? That is an incredible start for Sudan, especially when Algeria were in our faces for so long. Oh, go on, Sudan. Look at this. Oh, I wanted it more in the corner, please, but this is fantastic play. That ball there was ridiculous to get him in behind like that. Corner to Algeria, crossed in, and oh, I just saw the Algerian player run in there, and I was thinking to myself, that is definitely going to be a goal. Algeria. To Algeria again. Algeria. Still got it. Into the box. I'm literally floundering all over the place, and there we go. Brahimi has scored. It's 1-1 before half-time. You know, it's still decent. You know, we held on to a lead for about 20-odd minutes, and for Sudan, that's pretty good. But defensively there, I was scrambling. I just couldn't deal with them. And that is going to be half-time. The score is 1-1. Very respectable from Sudan in this friendly match. And if we can keep it like this, the form would be very good. Gone over the top. This is a good chance. Look at Sudan. Go on. Oh, I cheekily tried to chip, but I wasn't high enough. Algeria looking to press, and we're doing well defensively to hold on. I like this Sudan team where it is right now. I like it. We're doing alright to defend, even though the pressure by Algeria is a little bit too much for us, and that's a good ball. Can we get rid of it? No. Come on. Thankfully they put that wide. But yeah, I love how the Sudan team is playing. It's got a lot of potential, and like I said, that group is looking very, very tasty for us. 2 minutes to play on this friendly match. Still 1-1. I hope it stays like this. I want the form boost from this excellent performance from Sudan. We really need it going into the next qualifying round. Although, here come Algeria. Oh no! Archibald! That is sneaky. Just fires it into the bottom corner in the 90th minute to break our hearts in this friendly match. And Algeria have taken it. But, has to be said, Sudan did well to hold on until that long. And that is going to be it. Algeria have beaten Sudan by 2-1. But we did put up a good fight. And there were decent chances for Sudan in that one. And obviously Algeria took their chances to win the game. So I'm still impressed from Sudan. I think that we should be alright in our group if we play like this. Away from home against the Central African Republic, we're right next to them. I'd never realised that they were that close together. That's obviously me not being aware of my geography. But yeah, Sudan is a huge country, isn't it? Well, it used to be until South Sudan sort of seceded from them. But yeah, we're looking good in our form range. A couple of players are down. That was because of the Algeria match. Kicking off our qualification in round 2 of the African qualifiers for the World Cup, we have Central African Republic away from home. A team that I don't really get to play that often. They only feature in this game so far, unless another World Cup game comes out in the future. So yeah, I haven't done a qualifying run with them. Not yet. I've done a basic video with them, but never a qualifying run. Let's see how this one goes. I imagine Central African Republic are going to be quite a hard team to break down at first. But then again, they are only like a star team or something like that, aren't they? Like 1-star team or something. Getting past these defences sometimes is a bit of a struggle because all they do is sit back and defend. So they've got strength in numbers at the back. You just got to wait until something opens up. Mustafa to cross it in. Header. Oh, yes, that's gone in. And Altair has scored yet again for Sudan to make it 1-0. And he's done that twice in this campaign. He just heads it over the top of the defenders. He just doesn't care. 1-0 to Sudan. Decent start. Took us a while, but I'm glad we scored that kind of goal instead of like a normal tap-in. I love scoring headers on FIFA games. Go for the strike. Oh! I thought that had potential to lob the keeper. That would have been goal of the qualification round, pretty much 100%. Decent try, and that is a save. Gonna go into half time with a 1-0 lead. Could have easily been 2, but that's fine. At least I'm winning. I'm a little bit surprised that it's only a 1-0. I wouldn't mind just one more goal though, just to boost up that goal difference, just in case it comes down to it. You know what it's going to be like when we play Tunisia. Into the box, and yes, it snuck in, and out to here again has scored. 79th minute to pretty much wrap this game up. Again, these goalkeepers can't seem to save these shots that just roll along the floor. And yeah, that was you know, it's a one-star team we're playing. So our goalkeeper can do that as well at times. I always forget that the Central African Republic have Kondogbia. They just subbed them on. Don't know why they're not playing, and maybe because you know, he's not as high rated as he is these days. And that is going to be full time. The score 2-0 to Sudan. Very good start in this group stage. One more match to go in this video, and it's against Centaur and Principe, which shouldn't be too much of a problem either. Oh, look at that. Tunisia and Centaur and Principe drew 1-1 against each other. So that means Sudan already have a good gap. Only, well, a 2-point gap, but it's still good, because if Tunisia are dropping points against STP, then maybe against Central African Republic they'll drop points again. Our next and final match of this video, don't worry, we will continue this in the next video. I just wanted to save the rest of it for part 3, is against Centaur and Principe. They held back Tunisia, so they could hold us back as well. But if we beat them, then that'll be a huge start in this qualifying campaign in round 2. And they are beatable. I don't know what Tunisia were playing at. Maybe they underestimated them, or maybe STP got a lucky goal. I don't know. It's a shame that you can't like go on to the match and view like highlights or something, kind of like what Football Manager kind of does. I know this game's back in 2014, but there was a game, I believe it was NFL 2K5, that when you were doing the halftime show, sorry, the highlights of the other games would play, and the game would generate these random like highlights in front of your eyes, sort of thing. And that was 2005. Go on, through ball. That's onside as well. This is a good chance. Goal! And that's Bashir with the goal. 19 minutes in, Sudan have struck first. I love it. This is what we need to do against these smaller sides. We need to win and then just pin back Tunisia a little bit more. That was a decent ball. And oh, go on, get up. Oh, I was hoping he'd like do a mini diving header into the net or something. Crossed in by STP. And okay, well, that's a chance. Wasn't a good one, but it's still a chance. I remember some of these players from STP, like Orlando Gando or whatever his name is. Still a decent lead. We'll get to check on the Tunisia match. I presume they are winning. Yep, Tunisia are leading over Central African Republic 1-0. This team is really stubborn. Those past 2 teams that we played, we've only scored 1 goal against each of them. I want to get more, but I don't know. They're just really stubborn and erratic on the ball. Like, they don't really do anything on the ball, but they just like sort of twist and turn away from you most of the time so that you can't tackle them. Decent interception. And then just given away cheaply there. Just need to be a bit more careful with our passing. Can be really tempting just to keep through balling it on this game all the time, especially when you have a team in form like Sudan. It's a good ball. Out to here. Good save by the STP keeper. That should be enough to keep the ball away from our half and hopefully finish with a 1-0 here. Still 3 points on the board. Header, and yeah, this should be game over. 3 points on the board for Sudan. We love to see that. And yeah, we just keep going. We'll just keep going. 6 points now from 2 games. Tunisia await us in the next video and the rest of the group as well. And if I do go through, I'll throw in the final round of qualification in there as well. So on the right hand side you can see that Sudan have 2 wins out of 2. Tunisia picked up a win against Central African Republic, and yeah, it's basically at the moment going to be a battle between me and Tunisia, and you'll find out what happens in that next video. Tune in next time for that one. If you did enjoy this part, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.